up, guys? Welcome to our annoying teacher stories. First, I'm gonna be telling my stories, and then we're gonna be cutting to my friend Lady 77 Calabrese's stories. We already recorded those, so I'm recording this second. So, anyways, we're gonna be talking about annoying teachers. Obviously, you read the title. So first off, I wanted to talk about. I'll go in chronological order here. I'll talk about my 5th grade French and Spanish teacher. She taught both for some reason, and we were forced to learn both. So she wasn't like as bad as what's coming up, but she was pretty awful. She would be like, all right, so she had like dementia or something. She was really, she was like on crack like half the time. And like sometime, and first day she would speak English. The entire time she only spoke English. But when we, like second day, she started speaking fluent Spanish and I had no idea what she was saying. And then like halfway through the year, she just started speaking French. Like, I'm sorry, I learned Spanish like all the way up until this point. Why are we learning French? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. And then there's some people that would just be completely fine with her just fully speaking French. And I would just be sitting there like, I guess we're doing this now. Like, they would just be flipping through their notebooks, and then they'd start writing, and then I'd be like, oh, I guess we're doing this now. And then like one time we were supposed to like write an essay or something, I don't know. And I used this, like, I think it was like a source that wasn't listed. So she got pissed at me, and I had to stop working the entire rest of the day. And I got a C on the project. And if she just let me use the source that wasn't on the list, I would have gotten a perfect grade. But no, she had to be so specific to only use the sources that were on the Google Doc, which was great. Next up, I'll be talking about my 7th grade math teacher. I'll be calling her Mrs. Poop Mouth. And then, so she'd just be sitting there. So first, at the beginning of the year, we had this amazing math teacher. She was a sub for a math teacher that was out on maternity leave, and everyone liked her. We found her TikTok. Yeah, somehow we found her TikTok, but we're not talking about that teacher, the good one. We'll be talking about Mrs. whatever the hell I just called her, because I forgot. Oh, Poop Mouth, I think. So we have Miss Poop Mouth, right? And I don't think she was a math teacher, because I heard story, like she'd just be like writing stuff on the board, and I'm like, what are you talking about? We didn't, we learned this at like the beginning of the year, and not only that, but she was doing it wrong. So, and then I heard stories of like students correcting the teacher, the person that's supposed to be teaching the students are teaching the teacher. Like, she'd just be writing on the board, like, and then student would raise their hand, and it's like, actually, miss, you're supposed to put the power after the 3 instead of before the 3, and that's not what actually happened, but that's just an example. And then she'd be like, oh, and then she didn't make any mistakes. She made the mistake and fixed it to the student's correct answer. Like, you're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be right the first time, because the teacher's supposed to teach the students. I learned nothing in that class. That's why, like, we switched like halfway through the quarter to get like halfway through the school year. So it's like the 3rd quarter, and we get this new Miss Poop Mouth, and she'd start teaching, and then she started teaching, and then my grades plummeted because she was teaching it wrong. So it's not my fault that I failed 3rd quarter. I failed 3rd quarter and then passed 4th quarter, but my grades plummeted 3rd quarter because we got a new teacher. and she had no idea what she was teaching, and that was it was awful. So yeah, that's that's Miss Poopmouth. And then we're gonna finally we have my current social studies teacher, Mrs. Fart Face. Mrs. Fart Face. This is the worst one. I hate Miss Fart Face. She'd just be sitting at her desk teaching, and then she'd be like, actually, why aren't you writing down the homework? Post it on the board. You're supposed to be writing down the homework that's on the board. And then she hates me for some reason. So then I'd be finished writing down my homework, put my notebook, put my agenda away, and then she'd just look at me like, she does that. She just moves her hand like you should be writing, and then I'm like, I'm already done. What is there to write? And then she'd be like, all right, so we're gonna be learning about the Industrial Revolution. I'm not gonna be telling you what you're supposed to do. So here's the textbook. Do the research, and hopefully you get it right. And it's the homework, and we get to use the homework on the tests. But because of how insignificant the textbook homework is, we wouldn't get any. I wouldn't use my homework. I would never use my homework because it had no bearing on the tests themselves. So I'd just be sitting there like, I'd be taking my test, and then I just flip over my homework because there's no need for it. And she'd be like, she'd take off 4 points if you didn't get the test signed. 4 points. That's a lot of points. Like, that could bring you all the way down from an A to a B. Like, that's a significant amount to lose for not getting a test signed. And I would never get my test signed because my mom's never home. So yeah, that happens. And plus, she would one time I lost points for doing a assignment that she assigned, but she never asked us to turn it in, and I think I was out the day she asked us to turn it in, so she just took off the points. I never figured out when we were supposed to turn it in. It was awful. So yeah, that is my awful teacher stories. They're not as bad as what's coming up. So just prepare yourself for Lego 77 Calabrese. His stories are way funnier. Just get ready for it.
Alright, so hey, my name is Thomas, and I have a YouTube channel as well called Lego 77 Calabrese, but that's not important. What is important is horrible teachers. So let's start with this one principal that was in my elementary school. She was only in for 1 year and then left immediately. This woman, I swear to God, looked like she was on her deathbed every single day. So she'd come in like on the first day to every single class, and she just introduced herself, but like she had an oxygen thing hooked up to her. I swear to God. And then and she would just like have to put on like an oxygen. She had this like, I keep forgetting what it's called. It's like a nose thing that like, it's IV, I think. And then every like 2 seconds she had to put like an oxygen mask and she claimed it was like her liver or something. I have no idea. I swear to God. She'd come in, and then every time like I had to see her for random things like, hey, how was your day today? Or just some random stuff like that, because I was a weird kid. She would be like start every conversation like this. Alright, so what is your problem, Miss I swear to God. This woman was literally about to die after saying 2 words. I'd be like, hey, so there's this random stuff again. It's just a hypothetical thing. I'd be like, hey, there's this test coming up, and I'm kind of nervous about it. So you have some tips? Okay, Mister. So you should study hard and get a good night's sleep, and then you should eat a big breakfast, and then you should make sure your notes are in your memory the day of test. So that was my really weird principal. And then she left the year after, and I think she died. Moving on. Next we have a really weird and creepy English teacher. She also looked like she was on her deathbed, but she didn't have like oxygen stuff hooked up to her. She was just really old and cranky, and like acted like she didn't want to be there every single day. So it's like every day we would go in. No, we wouldn't even go in. We'd have to wait like 2 minutes, which was great for me because I didn't really want to be in the class. We had to wait 2 minutes, and then for her to show up, because every single period she had to use the bathroom. So we were waiting, and we were like, where is this woman? And then she finally comes looking so miserable, like she hates her life. She comes in, she fiddles with her keys, and she's like, she opens the door and she's like, alright, let's go. And then we all like quietly go to our assigned seats, and then she fiddles like with her Chromebook or whatever, which, oh my god, the Chromebook. She stares directly into it. I have no idea how she's not blind at this point. Like, normal people, they're like, say you're the Chromebook or PC or whatever. Normal people would be at this distance, right? She would be, I swear to God, she would be like this every day, and she would not blink. I swear to God. So, first day of school, this is an interesting one. We go in, I think, oh, she's gonna be fine, because of course I didn't know her yet. So we get in, and then she tells us to wait and not take any seats, because she's gonna assign our seats, so I'm like, okay, that's pretty normal for a teacher. She says, fourth column row, whatever thing, and I'm like, wait, is that even like a word? She's like, alright, Thomas, you are going to go to the fourth column section right area to fourth power of North Ohio. So I'm like, this woman, I didn't know where to go, so I was like, okay, fourth seat from the door, in the first, row, I guess, and then she was like, no, you idiot, that's not where you go, you go there, obviously. Like, damn, I didn't know. So I was like, okay, so this woman is crazy, but maybe she's just had a bad day. I'll give her a chance. Worst mistake of my life, because, oh boy, she would constantly, fall asleep during lessons. I'm not even joking. I'm not even making this up. She would be like, alright, so, or like, I don't even know if it's falling asleep. Or, I don't know if she like skipped a heartbeat or something. Like, she would be teaching. She'd be like, alright, so what is a synonym? What is a synonym? Like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know if this woman was sleeping, if she had a heart attack for 2 seconds. Like, I don't know. So, there's this one other thing. She would always choose this one person. Just this one person to like give a nickname to, I think. One person, and then just call on for the entire, year. And I was unlucky to be that person. Yay! No, it's not yay. So, obviously, it's a nickname. So I don't really care about that. So I'm not really gonna rant much about that, or at all. But she would constantly be like, alright, what is the score? I sound like a math teacher. What was chapter 2 about, Thomas? Thomas. And then I'm like, woman, I don't know. I was like half asleep because rest is history. Alright, so this next one isn't that bad. This next one is my math teacher. She's not a bad teacher, she's just an annoying teacher. And the way she teaches is kind of shitty, really crappy. So math teacher. First, before we say this, I have French before math every day, obviously. So midway through like September or something, my French teacher thought it was a great idea to move her class from D-Wing you don't know what that is, but D-Wing is basically where all the 8th graders are, and A-Wing, where we were moved, is like all the way across to the other side of the building where the 6th graders are. So because my French teacher only teaches 6th grade, except for our class, she always has to be in A-Wing, except for 5th period, which is when I have French. So she has to walk all the way across in the span of 3 minutes, which deal with it, okay? Bugs, we rowdy today.
I'm gonna take care of this.
Alright,
I get to be afraid too.
Yep, alright, bye. So, anyway, French teacher, she's like, not that bad. We moved classes. So now, instead of her having to run a marathon to get to D-Wing, we have to run a marathon to get to D-Wing in 3 minutes, because that's the new law. Like, there has to be 3 minutes in between classes. Some stupid reason, like, you gotta. So I'm always like late or just on time when getting to math, because I have to sprint there, and obviously not sprint when like I'm in front of the principals or whatever, so to not get in trouble. But anyway, I'm always late to that class. Teacher doesn't care. She only cares when you're like a couple minutes late. Only like a couple seconds. Teacher only cares if you're like more than like 2 minutes late. Literally. Oh my god, shut up.
Shut up. Let me just hold him. Get over here. Get over here.
Okay, anyway. So, math teacher. Lots of people She sounds like a news reporter. I agree. This woman, every day, I sit down panting because I had run a marathon. And I'm like just trying to chug water, and then this teacher is like, alright, so we should be getting out our agendas and we should be writing down tonight's homework. Now compare that to news. The victims have been located and are safely alright. Only 2 of which have been injured. Doesn't that sound like a news reporter to you? Alright, so we should be getting, yeah, you get it. You got a news reporter. Sounds like a news reporter in every sentence. So what is the area of pi or whatever? No. What is the area of this cube? 8 pi or random stuff like that. So basically, I get there, she sounds like a news reporter. Get the homework out, basically, have her check it. So anyway, we get to the do now, it's like confusing AF, but I do it. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit the lock on
I was just saying that my math teacher sounds like a news reporter. Yeah. Anyway. So, do now is doable, but like she goes to going over, they're going over the homework, blah blah blah. Get to the lesson. She teaches us a couple things, like just random stuff like you know. Okay, I'm gonna stop boring you with this. Anyway, the math teacher basically, she teaches us I'm gonna use this as an example, polygons, like the area of a circle, or how to find the area of a circle or something. Alright, that's pretty simple. That's the classwork. Homework. How do you find the area of a sphere? What? How did we go from circle to sphere? And by the way, the formulas are extremely different. So yeah, we're basically gambling, and especially for me, it's pretty hard. Not gonna say why though, 'cause that's never getting revealed to the public. Anyway, that's basically my math teacher. She barely teaches us anything, and then yeah. Oh, and this one time, she had us memorize these, like a ton of formulas for a polygon test. Cause she was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have to memorize all of them, because I'm not giving you anything for it." Did a test. I'm obviously freaking out. She hands out the formulas after I spent hours memorizing it. I was like, what? So that was a waste of my time. Anyway, that's my math teacher. Now on to my band teacher. Oh boy, my band teacher. Jit's got dementia. I swear to God, he's like in a different universe. Like when we're talking, like I'm like always late to his classes. Man doesn't give a crap about us being late or early, because he starts the class like 7 minutes. 7 minutes in. So I'm like always late, 2 or 3 minutes late. He doesn't care. This man, like, we're trying to get set up, and this man, I kid you not, he walks in like this. Hey guys, oh, you're good. I swear to God. Anyway, so we would get set up, and then he'd be like, this is his way of quieting everyone down once we're done practicing. He'd be like, okay, guys, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm like, bro, just say shut up. And this man just continues to be like, oh, Jacob, thank you. You're so good. Did I ever mention you're so good? I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Anyway. So, we'd start the lesson, and then, I swear to God, there was this one time. I don't know why, but he has something out for the, he has something out for the drummers. I'm not a drummer, but my boy is I swear to God, he's always like, drummers, what are you doing? You're so stupid. And then, oh my God, there was this one time, I swear to God, the drummers would just mind their business trying to play, and then Mr. Man, he had to stop the entire class. He's like, drummers are not doing it right. And then this is what he said. Alright, he's like, right now, you're playing Zappadooga. You should be playing Bappadooga. What is the difference? Oh my God, like, and then like, even when the drummers was like, you're saying the same thing. No. There's clearly a huge difference. Zappakookja or Bapashkoomsba. What's the difference? You're saying the same thing! What do you mean, what's the difference? And then every 2 seconds, even if I'm saying nothing, this is towards me. Thomas, honey, you're blasting. I swear to God, there was this one time, I was just minding my own business, practicing, and then I hear breathing in my ear. Turn around, shit was just like this right next to me. That's a blast, okay? I'm like, shut up! I'm like playing the lowest note on my freaking trombone, and this man just thinks I'm blasting. I'm like, ugh. Then of course, I even think that the kid himself thinks that this is stupid. There's this one kid who he just loves so much for no reason. It actually scares me. It's this trumpet player. Let's just call him, I don't know, let's just call him Danny, for instance. This man did nothing to him, and he's always like, guys, everyone, just be like Danny. Danny is always cooperative, he always knows how to play his notes, and then when he's like giving the trumpets notes, he's always like, alright, so just remember, Duzga boobsla, not boomsla boomsla, obviously. And then he said, remember, Danny is the leader. He knows things. I'm like, what granted him the leader, to be the leader? Anyway, that was my band teacher. Oh boy, that's the last one. My social studies long-term substitute teacher. Oh my. First of all, my social studies teacher in 7th grade, she was the nicest woman ever. She actually recently retired. She was in for the first 1.5 weeks-ish. Then she just vanished. Random sub came in first day. Then this nightmare of a sub took out took over. Oh my god, this woman. So, of course, this was the same year I had the English teacher, so, and then bear in mind, I had English 8th period, and I had social studies 7th period. So, originally it was like, oh, I'm 7th period, I have a saint, and then 8th period, I have a demon. Now I have 2 demons. Yay. Anyway, this woman would yell at us all the time just because it looked like to her eyes that we were falling asleep and we were like this. But no, just because we got 0 hours of sleep. We got 30 minutes of sleep last night because, schools and tons of homework. Looks like we're sleeping. What is it with this woman? I don't know why, but a lot of these people just really love to make it look like they're gonna just drop dead at any moment. I swear to God, this woman was just like, all right, everyone, so take out numbers. Then this woman, she was missing a finger from some gardening accident or something. Oh boy.
He's talking about.
Yeah, he does. So he should know. She was a demon.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was just a thing and people made fun of it. I don't know why, that's kind of dark. Anyway, there was this one class where, I'm trying to remember it because this one actually, I've forgotten a lot about it, but I'm pretty sure, apparently there was this one classwork that she never mentioned was homework, but for some reason it was like, whatever you don't finish, you have to finish for homework. I didn't know that, so I didn't finish it for homework. She checked. She was like, hey, do you have the homework? I'm like, what homework? And she's like, you know what homework I'm talking about. I'm like, what? You never assigned homework. You literally said homework none yesterday. She's like, the class what? I'm like, woman, back up. I'm like, I didn't know we had to finish it. I don't have it. She was like, oh, this son of a... Okay, you don't have homework. And then every day during, after she checked everyone's homework, she'd be like, the audacity that you children have. You would rather be playing the gamey videos instead of learning about Christopher Columbus. Had the audacity. She would just have a whole lecture of just oh, we're not good enough for her, even though good percentage of the class had the homework, plus she never announced that it was homework. Oh my god. Anyway, rest of that period, she was in the worst mood ever. She was reading this one thing, and then she said all right, so as you should know this, if you did the homework. She just stared at me like a death stare, a life flashed before my eyes during that stare. And then she was she read some thing. She gave us a classwork. I was like, okay, this is probably homework, so I really gotta get this done. There was a little reading at the top, and then we had to fill out 6 questions. Pretty basic. So So we were doing it. I swear to God, 30 seconds in, she came up to me, put her hands on my desk, slammed it on the desk, and she was like, "What is taking you so long?" Like, Jesus, woman, calm down. I'm literally just finishing reading, and she's like, "No, no, no." And then she was just screaming in the entire class. I swear to God, like Kansas could hear her. Yeah, she was screaming so loud, and I'm like, "Woman, calm down." So then once she was done with her rampage, she was like, time's up," even though she gave us like 2 minutes. And then she was like, she went over it and she was like, "All right, so this should be good for a lot of you. The ones who didn't refuse to do the work." Stared at me again. I was like, "Woman, why?" Yeah, that was my social studies long-term sub. And then basically she ended up leaving. The second she announced like that, she was like, "Unfortunately, I have to leave you guys." Under my desk, I was like, "Yes." And yeah, we got an amazing sub after that. Alright, well, that's it.
I'm editing the video right now, and I forgot to record an outro, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. My voice sounds very deep right now, quite sussy. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. I own this channel. Go check out the BTS video that we did on his channel. I probably put that look at the description. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. See you guys next time. Roll the end card.